What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock flower and dye farm. This farm works on 1.21 and on all platforms of Minecraft Bedrock, whether you play on a phone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or PC. This farm can be used to produce a ton of any of these flowers and a ton of any of these dyes. For this farm you'll need 2 chests, 2 levers, 1 redstone repeater, 1 redstone comparator, 25 redstone, 1 redstone torch, 1 minecart hopper, 1 rail, 1 hopper, 1 crafter, 2 dispensers, 1 button, 8 pistons, 25 grass blocks. By the way, you can get grass blocks by mining them with a shovel or pickaxe that is enchanted with silk touch. 1 trapdoor, 48 glass blocks, 2 ladders, 1 water bucket, and finally about a stack of solid blocks. You can use any type of solid block that you want. A couple examples of solid blocks are smooth stone or cobblestone. The first step is to place down 4 solid blocks. Then place a solid block over here. Now place a lever over here and redstone comparator at the spot. Make sure the 2 prongs of that redstone comparator are facing this way. Then click this redstone comparator 1 time. As you guys can see there, that should make that light go on. Then place 3 redstone over here. The next step is to place 3 solid blocks over here. Then place 5 solid blocks over here. Once you have done that, place 2 pistons over here. Then place a block at this spot. Now place another 2 pistons over here. Make sure all of the pistons are facing this way. Now place 5 redstone over here. And 3 redstone over here. The next step is to place 4 blocks over here. Then place 5 blocks over here. After you have done that, place 2 pistons over here. Then place a block at this spot. Then place 2 pistons over here as well. Make sure all of those pistons are facing this way. Once you have done that, place 5 redstone over here. And 4 redstone over here. At this point, the farm should look like that. The pistons will move grass blocks back and forth to automatically harvest all of the flowers that grow. The next step is to place 6 grass blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now place 6 grass blocks at each of those other pistons as well. Once you're done with that step, place 3 solid blocks over here. Then place a grass block at this spot. Once you have done that, place 3 blocks like this. Now place a dispenser over here. Make sure that dispenser is facing downwards. Then place 3 blocks over here. And 2 blocks over here. After you have placed those blocks, place a trapdoor at the spot. This trapdoor will allow you to easily change the type of flower that grows in this farm. Now break these 3 blocks. The next step is to place 6 glass blocks over here. Then place 6 glass blocks over here. Now place 6 glass blocks over here. Finally place 6 glass blocks over here. Once you have done that, extend that glass block wall up by 1 block. After you're done creating that glass block wall, place 2 solid blocks over here. Then break this glass block. Then crouch down and place 4 redstone like this. That redstone will connect the redstone clock to that dispenser. The next step is to break these 2 glass blocks. Then place a dispenser at the spot. Make sure that dispenser is facing this way. Now open it. Then add a water bucket to the dispenser. Then crouch down and place a solid block over here. Then place a button at the spot. This dispenser will dispense water to push all the flowers that are harvested over to the collections area. The next step is to go behind the farm. Now break these 3 blocks. Then break these 3 blocks. Then take 1 block down. Once you have done that, break all the blocks in that outline. Once you have created that hole, place a crafter at the spot. Make sure that part of the crafter is facing this way. Then open the crafter. Then disable these 8 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then exit the crafter. That crafter will automatically turn flowers into dye. The next step is to crouch down and place a hopper on this crafter. Make sure the nozzle of that hopper is pointing downwards towards that crafter. Now crouch down and place a rail on that hopper. By the way, it does not matter what direction the rail is facing. Once you have done that, place 3 blocks over here. Then place 2 blocks over here, and 2 over here as well. Then place a minecart hopper at the spot. That minecart hopper will collect flowers through that block. Now place a split block at this spot. After you are done with that step, place 2 chests over here. The next step is to place redstone at this spot. Then place a solid block over here and a solid block at this spot. Then place a redstone repeater over here. Make sure the 2 prongs of that redstone repeater are facing that way. Now place a block at this spot. Once you have done that, place a lever over here and redstone torch over here. As you guys can see there, that will create a redstone clock that powers that crafter. Now flick this lever down to shut that redstone clock off. The next step is to place 4 blocks over here. Now place a block at this spot. Then break these 2 glass blocks. After you have done that, place 2 ladders over here. Those ladders will allow you to easily access this part of the farm. I am now going to do a quick fly around so you can check and make sure I've made this farm correctly. Over here, there should be this redstone clock. Over there should be those dispensers. This side of the farm should look like this. The back should have the collection system. Finally, this side should look like this. I'm now going to show you all how to use this farm. To use it, first go up here. Then add some bone meal to this dispenser. The more bone meal you add, the longer you will be able to use this farm for before having to add more bone meal. By the way, don't worry if you don't have much bone meal because I will tell you all a quick and easy way you can get a lot of bone meal later in this video. Now plant the flower that you want to grow in this farm down there. The type of flower you plant will determine the dye that is produced. Now go behind the farm. Then flick this lever up. That will activate that redstone clock. Then go back to the front of the farm. Now flick this lever. As you guys can see there, that will cause bone meal to be dispensed onto the flower. That will cause a bunch of flowers to grow around it. The flowers that grow will get automatically harvested because the grass blocks are being moved back and forth. This farm is a great quick and easy way to get a ton of flowers. Whenever you want to collect the flowers, flick this lever down. Now press this button. Once the water has pushed the flowers over there, press this button again. Don't worry if some of the grass blocks turn into dirt blocks because they will eventually turn back into grass blocks. That is because there are grass blocks around them. At this point, if there are any flowers above that dispenser, you can collect them. As you guys can see here, flowers are collected by the minecart hopper, funneled into that hopper, and funneled into that crafter. The flowers are then automatically turned into dye. If you want to ensure flowers over there don't despawn before they are collected, you can collect them over here. You can then use a crafting table to turn these flowers into dye, or you can add them to this hopper. They will eventually be turned into dye. Once that crafter is done converting flowers into dye, flick this lever down to shut this redstone clock off. This farm is a great quick and easy way to get a ton of dye. If this farm ever runs out of bone meal, you'll need to add some more bone meal to this dispenser. To change the flower you grow in this farm, first open this trapdoor. Then break the flower that is at this spot. Now plant the flower that you want to grow over here. Then close this trapdoor. As you guys can see here, the farm will now grow a different type of flower. I'm now going to show you how to use this farm to grow 2-block tall flowers. To do that, first open this trapdoor. Then break this flower and this block. Now make sure there's a dirt block over there. Then plant the 2 block tall flower that you want to grow at this spot. You can then use the farm. As you guys can see here, the 2 block tall flower will drop flowers whenever it is bone mealed. To collect all the drops, you can go down here. If you want to be able to easily get a lot of bone meal, I recommend you watch my best simple bone meal farm tutorial. A link to that tutorial is in the description. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock flower and dye farm. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. Thanks for watching.